Hello, I'm Vashti Jenkins Taylor, and the digital library I'll be discussing today is called Low Library. Elegant Gothic Lolita, also called EGL, is a street fashion subculture that grew out of the alternative music scene of 1980s and 90s Japan. It's characterized by its Victorian and Rococo influences, as well as a particular silhouette formed by wearing a petticoat to shape ornate skirts and dresses. These clothes are very elaborate, and enthusiasts collect them as wearable pieces of art. Low Library is a fashion archive of EGL style, as well as a 501c3 nonprofit run by volunteers. Its mission is to record the history of this unique street fashion and track the product releases of EGL designers from the fashion's scrappy beginnings in hand-drawn shopping catalogs to its modern global popularity enabled by the internet. Volunteers call themselves Low Librarians and are skilled in sifting through rare printed material to document the earliest forms of the fashion, as well as online sleuths tracking product releases in many countries, across platforms, and in many languages. Low Library functions as a metadata repository. The items documented by the site are not part of a larger physical collection. In fact, Low Library contributors may make entries for items that they own, items that they don't own, and items that, as far as anyone knows, no one owns, but that are now only preserved through digital or printed artifacts. Record entries are community-led. Certain volunteers may contribute to keep releases from their favorite brands up to date, and others may search through archived web pages or old documents to add historic and yet undocumented pieces to the library. As a small community-led organization, the library runs on donations from Patreon and DonorBox. Volunteers mainly organize on Discord and use different channels to plan new entries and answer research questions. Senior Low Library members answer questions in the forum, as well as on the organization's Facebook page. Low Library is currently rolling out a wiki, which contains guides related to the site itself and to the history of EGL fashion, although it is not yet linked on the main site. To fit their budget and size, Low Library uses web servers, and most of its content is stored on Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, and Fastly. The site is specifically designed to be clean and minimal so that it is desktop and mobile friendly. The front page of the site features a search bar and menus that show the most common brands and item categories to aid in discovery. Search is not entirely intuitive, as a search must be initiated either through a menu or the search bar before you can see the advanced search options. The site is especially unintuitive to those who do not have a background in the fashion, even with these helpful menus. For example, a new user might not know that there is more than one dress category. The abbreviation JSK stands for jumper skirt dresses, meant to be worn over a blouse, while OP stands for one-piece dresses, meant to be worn on their own. Would you have guessed that yourself? Without knowledge of jargon, the icons only give a minimal clue as to what the categories mean. Armed with that knowledge, though, let's simulate a known item search using the search bar. I will enter the name of a popular EGL print dress called Sugar Bouquet. Here we can see all the clothing items, accessories, and ephemera related to the print. Items in this print have been re-released over the years. Let's say we only want to see the one-piece dress from its original release in 2005. In this record, we can see the item info, like the product number given by the brand, and the username of the volunteer who submitted the record. We can also see other helpful information, such as the dimensions of the dress, how many users have put it in their wish list, the brand category, features, the colors it comes in, and also tags that help identify it. Users of Low Library usually wear EGL fashion themselves, and often use the site to identify pieces that they would like to purchase or to learn more about the history of the pieces they already own. The EGL community has a robust culture of buying beloved clothing items secondhand, so collectors do not only appreciate seeing the evolution of the fashion over the years, but practically apply the record details like sizing and color information when considering whether to buy a vintage item. Users can register an account and save items they own to a closet list or items they admire to their wish list. Let's simulate a common scenario browsing for an unknown item by returning to the front page. Let's say we saw someone post an outfit we like on Instagram. The poster indicated that the dress came from the brand Alice and the Pirates, but did not include the name of the dress. We can go to the brand category, then refine the search. Let's say the item we liked was a skirt. The print was mostly black. It featured corset lacing, and apple trees. And we can see here the names for the skirt. Maybe we want to see if the dimensions fit us, or if we like it even more in another color. Then we can add it to our wish list. Low Library shares its API with another online library that documents the fashion in Chinese. Although not directly affiliated, some volunteers interested in EGL history also contribute to another EGL archive called Lolita History, and I have used some of the images stored there today in my slides.